We're talking about the more disease. If you're anything like me, you want more. You want more money, more followers, more clients. We all do. I get it. But it is a disease. Now, let's dive in. Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Cary Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle, a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Cary Jack here, lifestyle entrepreneur and author and founder of The Happy Hustle. And I want to share with you how you can avoid the more disease. But maybe you have already been infected with it. I know I have. And I'll be honest, it is something that we can all resonate with. We want more money, more impact, more clients, more followers, more, business success, more love in our relationships. The list goes on. Like, we always want more. That's just like human nature. But it is a disease, and it can actually steal your joy, your happiness, your abundance, your fulfillment if you allow it. If you're constantly seeking more, you'll never have enough. So we are going to break down how you can actually put the happy in your hustle today and counteract the more disease. So let's dive in. Boom. All right. Now, I just want to say this is something I was thinking about. I was reading my buddy's book, and it sparked this concept of the more disease that we all have succumbed to in some capacity. Now, some are like full on addicts of more. Like, even when you get a brand new car, you let that fade, that feeling, very rapidly, and then you want better or more or faster or more expensive, right? And it really is a bit sickening because you can never quench the craving of more if you have that disease. And I think it stems from comparing and despairing to other people. Because if you didn't really know this, like, when you are on social media, you're constantly comparing and despairing to other people. You'll see someone's vacation with their spouse, and you're like, oh, I wish I could go on that vacation. I'm comparing my last vacation to their vacation, or I'm comparing my vehicle to their vehicle, or my business to their business, or my follower count to their follower count. Like, the comparison, as they say, is the thief of joy. And when you are constantly comparing yourself to other people, you will honestly be far less fulfilled. So that's why it's important to just recognize if that is something that you've been doing. You got to cut that shit out. Stop comparing yourself to others and honestly look at you yesterday and compare yourself to that person. Did you get better today? That's like the first pro tip. When you want a happy hustle, more love, more passion, more joy in your life, just compare yourself to you yesterday, not to anyone else, and make sure you're trending in the right direction. That's the first pro tip. Okay. Now, there's a way to put the happy in your everyday hustle. And this is how you can get away from that more disease while still striving for your dream reality. Like, I'm not saying don't strive for your dream reality and, seek more in a sense that you have a clear goal. But you have to make sure that that doesn't overcome who you are, and that when you do achieve that desired outcome, that you just, move the goalpost, and you're constantly moving the goalpost. Because if you don't define your version of success, you will constantly be moving the goalpost. So you have to first think about, okay, what does your perfect day look like? And I know this is an exercise that's been, touted regularly in the personal development world, but it is important. You have to define, what does your perfect day look like? When are you waking up? What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you eating? Where are you at, etc. These things, break it down in very crystal clear detail, so you know what your perfect day looks like, so you can just stack as many perfect days as possible, right? The other key piece here is you need to find gratitude for exactly where you are right now, even if that place is dark, even if right now you're not where you want to be. Finding gratitude, and hear me out on this one, can actually be the biggest, most important, most impactful thing in order to increase your happiness. Because if you just find gratitude for everything you have right now in this moment, you will increase your happiness and joy. I promise you that. So even if shit has hit the fan, but you still look down and you're like, hey, I got 10 fingers. Man, that's awesome. I got 10 fingers. That's awesome. Maybe you're like, hey, I got money in the bank. It's not as much money as I desire per se, but I do have money in the bank. And I'm grateful for that. Hey, you know what? I got food in my fridge. Damn, you know what? A lot of people don't have food in the fridge. I'm grateful for that. Oh, you know what? I have a job or a career or a business that I actually enjoy. Wow, I'm grateful for that. So gratitude has a way to snap us out of that compare and despair mentality and into the present moment. And that is how you put the happy in your hustle. You have to stay in the present moment as much as possible. Not in the past, not in the future, but in the present. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Apologies for interrupting your programming. But I have to tell you, the best investment you can make in yourself is one in which helps you acquire skills. You've probably heard people talk about, oh, just invest in yourself and you'll be successful. Yes, that's true to a degree, but you have to invest in skills that will ultimately help you achieve your desired results. And I think one of the best skills one can possess, be it an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, is the sales sword. Really knowing how to sell, utilizing pressure-free persuasion, which will make you more money and more impact. Now, if you want to know how to sell more efficiently and effectively, I just launched a sales course called The Proven Roadmap Process to Selling Millions of Dollars and helping you to increase your conversions, guaranteed. And you can get access to this new sales course that The Happy Hustle is launching at thehappyhustle.com/sales. And if you act fast, you'll get it at the lowest price it'll ever be available, because we are launching it and we want to gain amazing testimonials and social proof to further share this knowledge. So if you act fast, you can get it at the lowest price it'll ever be. That's at thehappyhustle.com/sales. Now let's get back to this episode. That is really the secret. It's a pro tip that maybe you've heard before, maybe you've heard, but you've never implemented. Finding gratitude for everything you have. And I do this simple exercise every single morning where I just write down 5 to 10 things I'm grateful for. Every morning, I have right here in my journal just a quick, 5 to 10 list of whatever it is. Maybe it's a beautiful, morning sunrise with a mountain landscape. Maybe it's my dog who's just like always down for whatever. He's like so happy and just wants to play. Maybe it's my wife who made me a cup of coffee and, she made it just how I like it. Whatever it is for you, you have to think about what it is you're grateful for and actually write it down. Okay. And take stock of it. So being in the present moment and really finding gratitude is how you get away from this more disease. And you can really start to just practice this today. Stop chasing more and start finding gratitude for what you have right now, and you will increase your happiness. I can guarantee this is the case. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in my own business. And the cool part about gratitude is when you are grateful, you will notice that more comes to you naturally. And it's a little bit of a paradigm shift. I get this. It's a little counterintuitive, will you? But when you are grateful for what you have and you are attracting the things in which you desire from that state of gratitude, not from that state of lack, when you are operating in that state of lack, it's low energy, it's low frequency. It doesn't actually help you achieve that desired outcome. But when, my friends, you are high vibing at that state, that frequency of, okay, I'm grateful for what I have, but I know if I achieve this goal, I can give more. I can impact the the way I desire. This is really what will help you get there in record time, by the way. Like, I know we're getting a little woo woo here. Stick with me, because the more disease will run rampant in your life if you don't cut that crap, like with this process. Finding gratitude, being present, and stop comparing yourself to others. This is how you can really start to put the happy in your everyday hustle. And that's how you can wake up, where you are persistently consistent. There's a personal mentor of millions. He was a little bit before my time, but I did go through a lot of his work. His name was Zig Ziglar. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. If not, you should definitely look him up. I would listen to his audio tapes regularly. Every single time I got in the car, we called it Auto University. My brother and I actually would listen to these tapes every single day we got in the car. But he had a book, he wrote it. It was called Born to Win. He's wrote multiple books. I've actually met his son, Tom Ziglar, and went to their conferences. But Zig Ziglar talks about persistent consistency. And persistent consistency is something that I truly live by, because I am persistently consistent every single day in some way. I'm just moving the needle incrementally. There's another book by Darren Hardy called The Compound Effect that outlines this principle of compounding interest, both with your money, yes, but also in your skills and their acquisition and their execution, right? You can compound your skills and become better every single day in minute ways. And same goes with your finances. So persistently consisting every single day will help you achieve that dream reality, but it will not stress you out, because the thing about being, infected with the more disease is it's never enough. You'll breed anxiety. You'll breed depression. You'll breed stress. When you're infected with the more disease, that self-critical nature, that lack, you're just never happy or content. And I honestly feel bad for people like that. It is something, and if that's you, you have my heart in not a cheesy way. I feel for you, because I know friends of mine who have more money than they know what to do with, but they are so unhappy. My happiness supersedes them 100x. And they have a ton more, quote unquote, toys, and a ton more, money, a ton more business success and accolades, but it doesn't mean shit when it comes to happiness. That's the damn truth. You want actually to be happy within the hustle, you need to rid yourself of the more disease. You need to cure it by focusing on gratitude in the present moment and just persistently consisting every single day. Focus on the work, being in the moment. And that is how you can rid yourself of the more disease. Get clear goals. Yes. I'm not saying don't have clear goals. And I'm not saying don't have aspirations for a better future. Okay. But be present in your pursuit. Be present in your pursuit. I don't know why I didn't say pursuit properly, but regardless, that is how you can actually get away from that depression or anxiety or stress that might be bred from comparing and despairing yourself and your life to other people. Okay. Because chances are too, I will say, a lot of people put their best selves online, but ain't really the truth. Okay. If you go deep into, their lives, they have their demons, they have their problems. Everyone does. And it's a lot of times glorified online. We all do it. We all put our best selves out there on the internet, but don't compare yourself to their best self and your worst self, because that's just not an accurate representation. Compare yourself to you yesterday, okay, and just making those incremental improvements using the compound effect and persistent consistency at large. That is the message today. I hope this was valuable. Do not let the more disease infect you any longer. Cure it by being present, finding gratitude, and persistently consisting every single day, getting better than who you were yesterday. I hope that was valuable. I hope you can just share this with one person who maybe needs to hear it. And I hope that you pick up a copy of my book, The Happy Hustle, 10 Alignments to Avoid Burnout and Achieve Blissful Balance. This book, I'm telling you, is a labor of love, and it will help you put the happy in your everyday hustle. You can get it at thehappyhustlebook.com. Now, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I love you. I'm out. Peace and love.